Hello, greetings, and welcome to today's podcast. I'm Judith Richards. I'm the creator of TRTP, the Richards Trauma Process. And today I'd like to talk about being threat sensitive, otherwise known as being hypervigilant. What does that mean? It means, well, let's just look at the words. Threat sensitive. I'm sensitive to threat. I'm on high alert, looking for threats in my environment. Hypervigilant. Vigilant. Hyper. Absolutely. It can be off the charts at times, and for some people all the time. Let's just talk about, what does it actually look like? What does it actually feel like? Perhaps this is something that you're living with. You're not quite sure that it has a name, but yes, it does. So what does it feel like? It feels like, because I know what it feels like, I lived with it for many decades. It feels like something terrible is about to happen. You don't know what, but you just, something terrible is about to happen. I'm not safe. It's like your whole system, your whole being is in this state of I'm not safe. I'm in danger right now. It's very uncomfortable. And it's very exhausting. Because, as I said, you're scanning the environment all the time. What does it actually look like? Okay. When I was in the throes of it, let me describe a typical evening. As the sun went down, I would be peering out windows, looking down around where I lived to ensure that there was nobody lurking. I was ensuring again and again, a little bit of OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, checking that the doors were locked, checking that the windows were locked, looking out the windows, making sure. You would think that after doing all that, you'd be quite happy. Yes, I'm quite secure here in my little home. I'll have a cup of tea. So you think, well, I'll have a cup of tea. But always, every sense alert. And any sound, like a bang or something, and you peel yourself off the ceiling because your startle reflex was off the charts. Well, mine was. Let me talk in the first person. My startle reflex was off the charts. Any big sound, I would just jump, drop things. And it wasn't just sounds either. You know, it's a shadow out of the corner of my eye, movement. You know, what's that? And then checking and seeing, well, it's just the tree with the street light behind it, and it's casting a shadow as it gets moved by the wind. So physiologically, what's happening? Really fast heart rate, sweating, dilated pupils, high blood pressure, high stress, an inability to relax, an inability to just switch off. You know, watch a movie. Well, you could watch a movie, but the sound had to be quite low so that you could hear you. I keep talking so that I could hear if there were sounds that I should attend to. Listen to music, yes, but not terribly loudly so that I could hear if there was something unusual. So an inability to relax, an inability to chill, you get very tired because you've got adrenaline pumping all the time, continually triggering fight, flight. Inability to sleep. Because when you're feeling something terrible is about to happen, I'm in danger. Well, it doesn't make sense to go to sleep, does it? And when you go to sleep, shallow sleep, alert to any sound. So you get a bit frazzled. Is this you? Is this someone you know that you love? They're not neurotic. You're not neurotic. This is a normal response to abnormal stressors. So what are those stressors? What causes this? Well, it's caused by dreadfulness that's happened in the past, that's never been processed, never been stored in long-term memory in the right filing cabinet, put it there, close the door, the big warehouse of memory. It's over and I'm safe now. That's what happens in a regulated system, a system where everything's working fine, where there hasn't been too much distress. There hasn't been too much stress. But once we get overwrought, once there is too much distress, too much stress, too much dreadfulness that's happened, we stop. There's a part of the brain, the hippocampus, that stops putting it in long-term memory. Once an event is over, it's supposed to, that hippocampus is supposed to do its job, put that event in long-term memory, and we come back to, oh, it's over. I'm safe now. The danger has passed. I'm safe now. The whole system is quite calm, and we get on with our day. In an overwrought system, instead of that event being put in long-term memory, it's stored in the unconscious. It's never brought to an end. It's as if it's happening now. That event and that event when I was 9 and when I was 15, 22, all those events, it's like they're happening now. Consciously, I'm not aware. That's why I think I'm going out of my mind. No. They're stored in the unconscious, and the unconscious runs every chemical reaction, every electrical response in the body. So the body's responding as if those events are happening now. So that's why everything within me is going, I'm not safe. I'm not responding to what's going on here and now in my safe, locked up house, quite cozy. No, I'm reacting as if those other things are happening now. I'm not safe. My whole body is screaming, I'm not safe. So therefore, I'm looking for the reasons. I'm hypervigilant. Danger is lurking. Danger's going to get me. If I go out to dinner, go out for a coffee, can't sit with my back to a door, I just feel like someone's going to get me. So we have to sit with a nice solid wall like this behind us, knowing that no one can sneak up, no danger can get us there. We'll be having a conversation with some wonderful friend, but we're not actually tuned into the conversation. We are highly distracted, checking everywhere for the danger. And our friend is saying, are you with me? Yes, 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 I'm here. And then a moment later, what's over there? What's over there? There's a sound there. There's something happened out in the street. It interferes greatly with life and life's wonderful pleasures. And it's a spectrum from mild to extreme. What I'm describing is the extreme end, walking. I'll go for a walk. That's good for me. Walking. And every car that drives by, checking it out. Who's in it? Is there danger there? It's not very relaxing. So, is this something that sounds familiar to you? Perhaps it is. Or perhaps you've got a friend that just startles you every time they get startled. Well, this is why. They're not neurotic. You're not neurotic. It's a normal response to abnormal stressors. Too much has happened in the past that's never been processed, never been put in long-term memory. And we are reacting not to what's here and now, but to what's happened in the past, as if it's happening now. Does that make sense? So it's quite sensible to be hypervigilant, hyper-aroused, stress, threat alert. And there is hope. It can be turned right down. It can be turned off completely. I got to a point where on purpose I left the doors wide open in my home just to test whether I'd feel comfortable, whether I could sleep. May not have been the brightest thing to do. But sometimes I do things that aren't bright, do you? But I wanted to test it. And yeah, I slept. I was relaxed. But yeah, it's over. And I'm safe now. I wish you peace. Thank you.